Hey class, I put together a little video review notes here, so if I'm not going to see you for class review, hopefully this will be helpful to you. If you're Thursday, Friday group, we will go through these notes next Thursday before the test. So convert each decimal to a fraction and a percent and simplify the fraction if possible. So let's first convert the decimal to a percent. So if we're going from a decimal to a percent, we're going to move the decimal 2 places to the right. So if it's 0.34, 2 places to the right would put it behind the 4, so it would be 34%. And then remember that the percent sign means out of 100. So 34% is 34 out of 100 as a fraction. Now in this case, 34 over 100 can be reduced because they're both even numbers. So I can take out a factor of 2 or divide both by 2. 34 is 2 times 17 and 100 is 2 times 50. So 34 divided by 2 is 17 and 100 divided by 2 is 15. So 34 over 100 reduces to 17 over 50. Okay, same thing, move the decimal point over 2 places for number 2 here to the right to change to percent. So that would put the decimal behind the 9, which makes that 9%. And then that is 9% would be 9 out of 100. 9 is only divisible by 1, 3, or 9. And we cannot divide 100 by 3 or 9, and so it is not able to simplify any further. Okay, so if you want to move from a percent to a decimal, we move the decimal 2 places to the left instead. At 52%, we have to remember that the decimal point is behind the 52. And then you move it 2 to the left, we'll put it right in front of the 5. So this would be 0.52 as a decimal. 52% then would be 52 out of 100. Again, they're both even numbers, so you can reduce that. 52 and 100, you can divide them both by 2. 52 is 2 times 26, and 100 is 2 times 50 again, so you can divide them both by 2. And then you can divide by 2 again, so 26 is 2 times 13. And 50 is 2 times 25, so we can take out a 2 one more time. So 52 divided by 2 is 26, 26 divided by 2 is 13. Then 100 divided by 2 is 50, 50 divided by 2 is 25. And that will be as far as it goes because 13 is prime, which means I cannot divide 13 any further. We could have started by dividing by 4, I suppose, as well. All right, 6%. So 6% has the decimal at the end. If I want to change it back to a decimal instead of a percent, I move it 2 to the left, which would put my decimal point right here. And then I'm going to fill in a 0 in that open place and a 0 before, which means 6% as a decimal would be 0.06. 6% as a fraction would be 6 over 100. 6 and 100 are both divisible by 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 50 is 100. So 6 over 100 reduces to 3 over 50. Okay, visualizing and shading in the percent grid. So 28% means that is 28 out of 100. So I would shade 28 of these squares. Each row has 10, so shading 2 rows would be 20, and then shading 8 would be 28. So that shading represents 28% of that 100 square grid shaded. Similarly, 56% would be 56 shaded, so that'd be 20, 40, 50, and then 6. So just over, a little over half would be 56%. For these problems, we can use the percent formula, which is over of equals percent over 100. So what is 25% of 160 would be set up like this. What is, so I'm solving for the is part, of 160 equals 25% of 100. And then we can use the vertical strategy, the horizontal strategy, or you can cross multiply. So I know that 100 divided by 4 is 25. So if I took 160 and divided by 4, I would get my answer. And I know that 16 divided by 4 is 4. So that means that 160 divided by 4 is 40, using my fact families, math, extended facts, that's what it is. So 40 would be my answer there. 40 is 25% of 160. 15 is what percent of 75? So 15 is my is of 75 equals what percent out of 100? So that's how we would set it up. Now I know that 15 times 4 is 60, so that means that 15 times 5 must be 75. If 15 times 5 is 75, then 75 divided by 5 is 15. So then 100 divided by 5 is 20. So my answer then would be 20%. 15 is 20% of 75. Okay, 36 is, so 36 is of what number? So we're trying to solve for this bottom part. And then 12% of 100. And then I would solve this one this way. 12 times, let's see, be 12, 24, 36. So counting by 12s, it'd be 12 times 3 is 36. So 100 times 3 would be 300. So 36 is 12% of 300. One more. What is, so x on top, of 60 and 5% of 100. So I do know that you can divide 100 divided by 20 to get to 5. So 60 divided by 20 would be 3 would be our answer. You can cross multiply if you're unsure as well. So to do that again, you do 100 times x equals 60 times 5. So 100 times x is 100x. 60 times 5 would be 300. And then you divide both sides by 100 because that cancels the 100 and leaves me with x. And 300 divided by 100 is 3. So 3 out of 60 is 5%. Solving for percent proportions. Oh, the percent decrease or the percent increase. Okay, so here we're given the original value for the iPhone was $400 and now the new iPhone price is $300. So this must be an older iPhone or getting a deal. So first, to find the percent, we have to use this equation. It's change over original equals percent over 100. So here, original and new price, that means that the price changed by 100. 400 minus 300 had a price change of 100. So to find the percent off, I would do the change of 100 over the original price equals what percent over 100. And then I know I could divide 400 divided by 4 to get 100. So then 100 divided by 4 would equal 25. So it'd be 25% off for the iPhone. The DVD player original price was $50. The new price was $30. So 50 minus 30 is 20. So that's my change in price. So change over the original price, 50 over 20 over 50 equals what percent over 100? Then I know that 50 times 2 is 100, so 20 times 2 is 40. So that one was 40% off. And then the Xbox, the original price is $535 and it's 20% off right now. So I know that the original is $535. I need to know what the change in price was so that I can find the new price, and I know it was 20% discount. So I'll solve for X and that'll give me the change in price. So 100 divided by 5 is 20. So 535 divided by 5 gives me my change in price. 535 divided by 5, 5 goes into 5 one time, and then we would subtract, bring down the 3. 5 goes into 3 0 times. So 0, bring down the 5. 5 goes into 35 7 times, and that's 35. So it's $107 would be the change in price. That is not your new price though. That is how much you would get off if buying it. So if my original price was $535 and I got a discount of $107, I would subtract to get my sale price. Here I would have to borrow from the 3, make this a 15. So I could subtract and get 8, and then 2 minus 0 is 2, and 5 minus 1 is 4. So my new price for the Xbox would be $428. In Key West, the average low temperature for January was 50 degrees. The average low in February was 60. What was the percent increase from January to February? So same idea, but we're looking for the increase. So we're going to use the change over original, percent over 100. It was 50 degrees and then it was 60 degrees. That is a 10-degree change. So the change would be 10 degrees and the original was 50. What percent is that over 100? 50 times 2 is 100, so 10 times 2 is 20. So it is a 20% increase here. 20% increase. All right, and then we'll do one more. The shirt is originally priced at $56. It's on sale today for 25% off. What is the sale price? So the original price is $56. That goes in the original. We need to find the change in price if you get 25% of 100% off. We can solve this one because 100 is divisible by 4. 100 divided by 4 is 25. So 56 divided by 4. 4 goes into 5 one time. Subtract 4. Bring down the 6. 4 goes into 16 4 times. So it gives us 14. 56 divided by 4 is 14. That is the change in price. So remember that the original price minus the discount equals the sale price. So 56 minus 14 would be 40. So we would have $40 we would pay. 54 minus 14. So that would be our sale price for that shirt. Okay, please do the review worksheet in the back of your blue packet and do some practice on your own, and then check your answers when you're finished. And I hope this was helpful.